This is bad. So, Gwamnishu, a notable social media activist in Nigerian social media space, is getting a lot of heat after he was accused of stealing 5,200,000 naira from a 20 million naira ransom given to him by families of kidnapped victims to secure their rescue from the hands of the kidnappers.
I was only trying to assist too. I went there with the intention to help, and which I did. Unfortunately, the man was not released, and now the blame is on me. They are trying to shift the blame on me. Well, it's fine. I'm not going to debunk anything. I'm not going to, okay, this is debunking, yes, but I'm not going to say some stuff that we weaken what we have already built.
So this story has been going on for a while, and I've been following it bit by bit, thinking it's nothing serious, because to be honest, this wouldn't be the first time that Gwamnishu himself is being accused of something similar to this. However, this is not the same as all the other ones that have been mentioned in the past, because this is unique in its own sense. Citing that Harrison himself tried to help this family rescue their brother and his wife from the hands of kidnappers that happened in Auchi, Edo State, voluntarily, like he usually does in previous situations. We've seen him stand out to help find kidnappers and rescue victims. This is something we know that he does. He's known for this on the social media space. But on this particular situation, he admitted that they failed on one of the operations. I think they tried paying the ransom the first time and the woman was released. And in an attempt to go and rescue the man paying another 20 million naira ransom, they succeeded in giving the kidnappers the money. But unfortunately, the kidnappers tells the people who brought the money that they should go back without the victim that they had come to rescue, because the money was short of 5,200,000 naira. And immediately everyone starts to point fingers, especially the family of the victim starts to point fingers at Harrison Gwamnishu, accusing him of being the one who stole 5 million naira out of the 20 million naira ransom. And they are blaming him because he's the reason why the brother was not released. Harrison himself has come out to address the rumors, claiming and standing firm that he didn't do it, that he didn't take the money. However, we've seen VDM come out to stand in solidarity with the family, and I think VDM, in his own words, believe that Harrison has issues with money. Harrison, has a history with money, basically. In Very Dark Man's recent video, he said he himself has an issue. He talked about his own personal issues and then goes on to tell us about Harrison's issue.
Very Dark Man have a problem. Now, what is Harrison's problem? Harrison's problem is money related. Money related.
I don't know if he knows Harrison personally for him to tell us Harrison's issue, but he has a small point to it. If you've been following Harrison I know there's been one or two cases where it's similar that Harrison was accused of, money being taken somewhere, going missing in a situation in one of the cases that he handled himself. So maybe that is where VDM is coming from, because I can, but it's almost as if he's saying it like he knows him personally. I don't know. However, now Harrison has been taken into custody, and I think it's been investigated. He hasn't come out to post for over 2 days now regarding the case. So the family are still investigating, or no, the police are still investigating the disappearance of the 2-point-something million naira that came out of the hands of the kidnappers. But here is the thing, and this is what I want to say. How do you know the kidnappers are telling the truth? From what we hear, the kidnappers told them that the money was not complete. And from what we also hear, the money was not handed directly to the kidnappers by Harrison himself. So there have been many people whose hands have gone through this ransom. The 20 million naira was not transferred into his account. It was not just given, like it's as an agency. So there are multiple people involved, including the police, who we also know in the past, the police themselves have been accused of such a situation where money goes missing as regards crime cases like this. So it's unfortunate that Harrison is the one being picked out, and I don't know why. If I thought he was the one holding the ransom, if I thought he was the one in possession or in control of the ransom directly. If the money was with him for the longest while, then I can see why that is the case. But if for some reason the money had moved hands, why is it only him being accused?
5,400,000 naira is not what will stain my name. Not on this mission. It's not possible.
And the major question is, which is I think my number one question is, why are we believing the kidnappers were Harrison? Is what I don't understand. Yes, Harrison has been accused in the past regarding money issues as situations like this, but these are kidnappers. Like, I know for a fact that anyone who is capable of kidnapping, killing, holding a gun, demanding ransom is also capable of lying. That is something I know for a fact. These people are greedy. They will say anything, and from what we are hearing, they did not confirm if the kidnappers counted the money. All the kidnappers did was collect the money and tell them that the money is not complete. So, how are you going to investigate if the money is complete or not? What are we going to do? Call the kidnappers to come, let's all count the money together? That is just ridiculous. Like, it's ridiculous. The only thing now that I see moving forward is for them to just drop extra 5 million naira and just let them release since they are saying it's 5 million naira short, give the kidnappers the money. Because I don't believe the kidnappers are telling the truth. There is no way in the pit of hell that we will sit here right now and say that the kidnappers are telling the truth and Harrison is lying. If Harrison for some reason did it, then it's a smart move, because even if he is guilty of it, I still will not believe a kidnapper over him. That is just what it is. What are the chances that Harrison took the money? 50%, I guess. He either did or did not. But what are the chances that the kidnappers are lying? 100%. Like, that is just what it is. Unless VDM or other security agencies had gone to meet the kidnappers, sat down with them at the time the money was given to them to count the money, I don't see a reason why we are out here believing kidnappers over somebody who has put his life, his finances, his time, his efforts into tracing, tracking, finding, rescuing victims, finding out kidnappers, arresting kidnappers, neutralizing bandits. Somebody who has done so much for the community, and we want to sit here and say we believe the kidnappers over him. At the end of the day, most times when you look at certain situations, you just got to make a choice. You just got to pick a side. I'm not saying Harrison is innocent. I don't know that for a fact. But given the situation, the chances, the probability is what it is. If Harrison did it, it's a 50% chance. If the kidnappers are lying, it's a 202 million% chance that they are lying, because I don't see where all of a sudden we now believe the kidnappers are telling the truth. In what world have we seen kidnappers being honest? Catch those kidnappers now and they will deny that they were ever kidnappers. They will lie to you. It's not me. So I don't know why we're believing kidnappers over Harrison. It's interesting to see how social media is when someone goes out of their way to help other people and then it is turned around and spinned on them. Like, it's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate. It's sad, but I really hope he comes out, and I want to see the outcome of this. I would love to see how they are able to determine if he did it or not. I would like to see it. And I think another thing again is maybe in my mind, just an advice, because I know Harrison says he does this out of his own will. He's always helping, assisting, but maybe he should put a fee on it. I hear he creates this technology to help track these kidnappers. He should put a fee on it so that he gets paid for it. That way, he's not moved or tempted to take money out of any finances that is supposed to be for these people. Maybe that would help him, because no matter how good an activist you are, you still need finances. Very Dark Man also needs finance. He needed finances. As good as he was coming up to be a notable social media activist, he still needed finances. He still needed people to support him financially so that he can continue doing what he's doing. You know, to travel costs money. Their security, I'm talking about the activists, it's money. They also need to feed. For them to leave what they are doing, to carry on that person's problem on their head, it's money. So if we're expecting these activists to be working for free, At some point, you won't blame them if somehow, some way, they find a way to survive themselves, because nobody is thinking about paying them. We all just see them as, oh, because right now, any smart, everybody wants to run to VDM's page, help me, rescue me, save me, save me. He's a human being too. He needs money. If he's trying to work and make money, you know, you're taking his time for him to, I mean, it's just what it is. For people to go out of their way to do something selfless for you, they also need to survive. If not, it's going to be an unfair situation for them. That's what I think. But let's just wait and see. I really hope this comes out differently for Harrison. I really hope so. And I'm rooting for him, honestly. And to be honest, if he turns out that he took the money, so what? There's 5 million naira. Give it up. Like, I mean, who cares? Who cares? I mean, compared to what he's doing for us, what is 5 million naira? But I understand, Sha. I understand the family of the victim. If it was me, and I think it would be the same thing. When you put yourself in the shoes of the victim's family, you would want to blame somebody, and you most likely blame the person who has a history or who has a past notable situation.
All right, so why did the kidnappers suspect that the 20 million is not complete? And why did the kidnappers start arguing with the people that came to make the drop? Because according to the kidnappers, the last person that paid ransom of 20 million, which they came to make the drop, is about a girl. That money was not complete. When they released the girl, they found out that millions of naira were missing from that money, and it was replaced with carton. So that was why they suspected immediately that that 20 million was not complete. But there was no time to count it. And the person that came to make the drop with Harrison's driver, the person that came to make the drop, also suspected, because the way they arranged the money, it's not the way the money came out. The money was scattered and then they arranged the money. So, but they had to confidently argue with the kidnappers because they know that there's no time for them to count it. At the end of the day, the kidnappers say, okay, I've been doing this business for 15 years. If I see 100 million, I know it's 100 million. This money is not 20 million, but this is what we'll do. We'll give you the wife to take. Do you understand? Listen. We'll give you the wife to go with. Then we'll count the money. If we count the money and it is complete 20 million, we'll give the husband transportation money to come back home. But do you know where the problem is? They did not say what they will do if they find out the money is not complete. You see where there's a problem now. So they left with the wife. And when they got there, the guy started arguing that Harrison, the way they we arranged the money and when we got there is different. Harrison, some money is missing. Harrison argued. Eventually, Harrison agreed. Say, carry money. You remember, the goal of all of this is to make sure the husband and wife is released. They don't release wife, they remain husband. Kidnapper don't talk say they go release the husband if the money they complete. But they did not say what they would do if that money is not complete. And as I speak to you now, kidnappers have still not reached out to the family. As I speak to you now, they are still not sure if kidnapper don't buy the man or not. But God forbid.